My name is Neil and this is Real Life Architecture. I design house extensions like this garden room in Edinburgh, so I regularly get asked which is better, sliding patio doors or bifold doors. Choosing between bifold and sliding patio doors isn't easy because both systems have pros and cons, and those features have to be set against the cost, which might surprise you. I designed this garden room extension and it was built last year with these Sunflex sliding patio doors, which interlock at the corner. Later in the video, I'm going to show you what this system would cost today and what a bifold door system would cost instead. Both systems could fit into this building, but which one is best? If you are struggling to decide between sliding and bifold patio doors for your home, this is the video for you. Aesthetic differences. I always tell my clients to consider how often they expect to throw open their patio doors, because if you live in the UK, the doors will be closed most of the time. It's easy to imagine the doors open, but I tell my clients it's just as important to consider what these doors look like when they are shut. A sliding patio door has more glass and less frame, whereas a bifold door has a lot more frame compared to the area of glass. The big advantage of bifold doors is that they can open far wider than patio doors, so when the weather allows, you can really let the outside in. On the other hand, sliding patio doors are more minimal, and this works really well if there is something to look at. It could be a well-manicured garden or a spectacular view. Even if they are closed most of the time, these sliding patio doors will act more like a wall of glass, letting you enjoy that view without interruption. Bifold doors can also be a great way to divide a conservatory or sunroom from the rest of your home. You may need to do this to comply with the building regulations, and I will explain why later in the video. There is no right or wrong between sliding or bifold patio doors. It's all about making the right choice for your home. Technical differences. These patio doors are 3 meters tall, but to fit bifold doors here, we could only go up to 2.8 meters tall. Now, 20 centimeters isn't an enormous difference, but it could impact the design of the building. We could drop the ceiling, but we could also build a bulkhead down to suit the bifold doors. That would change the appearance of the garden room, but on the plus side, bifold doors could fold all the way back to the wall, creating a wider opening than sliding patio doors. I think lowering the ceiling would be the better design move because a bulkhead would interrupt the flow between inside and out. When planning a project, you need to find out technical limitations like this as early as possible because the type of doors you specify could have a massive impact on the space. Another technical difference is the threshold. Sliding patio doors can have a level threshold like this, but bifold doors must have a small upstand at the threshold to keep the weather out. If you are looking for a seamless transition, only a sliding door will do it, because a bifold door must have a small drop between inside and out. That said, the difference in a Sunflex bifold door is only 14 millimeters between inside and outside. That is hardly noticeable, and it complies with level access regulations. Sliding patio door tracks are often deeper than bifold tracks, because in larger doors like these, the tracks have to accommodate multiple sliding panels. This can make the track of a sliding door more visually obvious than a bifold door track. Pro tip, if you go for a flush threshold sliding door, I strongly suggest installing a gully drain just outside like we did here. This isn't required by the building regulations, but it can save you in a downpour. If the doors are open during heavy rain, water could flow into your home across the flush threshold unless a gully catches that water first. There are different types of gully, and this is not something Sunflex provide. You will need to plan the drainage with your architect and have the builder install it. Once the doors are shut, however, they are not just weather tight. Sunflex sliding and bifold doors can pass air tightness tests and comply with passive house standards. Other glazing manufacturers sell their frames to anyone, but to get Sunflex products you have to go through their approved installer network. They take care of the design, manufacturing, ordering and fitting. That means the doors and windows will be properly installed by trained fitters and any problems are covered by a 10-year warranty for the frame. When this garden room was under construction, the Sunflex installers came to site twice before fitting the doors. They took measurements and they met our contractor to discuss technical issues. They also gave the builder a section of the frame to use as a template. Now, this allowed the builder to form plywood and plasterboard right up to where the doors would eventually be installed, which saved time. Building regulations. If you are looking to get bifold or sliding patio doors for your home, the building regulations impact the design. First up is the U value, which is a measure of how much heat is lost through the door. U values can be complex, but to keep it simple, think about it like golf. The lower the number, the better the score. And it's not just about double or triple glazing. The U value for a patio door is the average of the glass and the frame together. The English building regulations ask for a maximum U value of 1.4, but these Sunflex doors can achieve a U value as low as 0.8. The frames can accommodate different types of glass, from regular double glazing up to super efficient triple glazing, and this gives designers like me a lot of flexibility because I can specify lower U-value doors if I need to. One of the earliest decisions to make when designing a house extension is how much glass you want, because the building regulations force you to make a choice. There are two options. If you want unlimited glazing, the extension must be thermally isolated from the rest of the house. That means having an external grey door between the new and the old, like we did in this garden room. The second option is for the extension to be open to the house, so you can walk from one to the other without going through a door. If you want that, the building regulations limit how much glass you can have in the new extension. The easy way to understand it is that the amount of glass should be no more than 1/4 the new floor area, plus the area of any existing windows or doors covered by the new extension. You can get slightly more glass if it has a lower U-value, which is why the flexibility offered by the Sunflex frames is brilliant. This can get very complex and expensive, so you should always take advice from your local architect and local Sunflex installer, because cost plays a big part in making this decision. The cost difference between sliding and bifold patio doors. If you want to install sliding patio doors just like this in 2025, it would cost £30,000 plus VAT, but the cost to install bifold doors would be less, coming in at £24,000 plus VAT. Mitchell Glass, who are the Sunflex approved installers in Scotland, told me the larger areas of glass in sliding patio doors can drive up the price, compared with the smaller panels in bifold doors. Hopefully this video gives you the confidence to choose between sliding and bifold doors for your home. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I've used Sunflex doors in my own project since 2017. Their products are excellent, and their approved installers take care of all the details. I am really happy to have Sunflex as a sponsor for the channel, and you can find their local approved installer from the link in the description.